guys, Funball here, and welcome to weekly tips and tricks about Minecraft. And here I am with some tips for you, and these tips are going to be some basic tips to help you start your Minecraft world out right. So now let's get on with the video. If while adventuring you happen to stumble across a village, or in this case a zombie village, you have to make sure to gather the hay bales. You can get a bunch of these from every single village, and you can get a lot, and I mean a lot of bread, which can be really useful. I mean, look, from this one we got a ton of wheat. We just got 42 loaves of bread. I was gonna say pieces, but 42 loaves of bread, and we missed a hay bale. Look, these hay bales can get you so much food, and oftentimes some of the villages even have 2 of them. So make sure to look around to find all the hay bales, because they can be really good for gathering up food. Check the blacksmiths, because I mean, look at the loot that we just got. We got a diamond and some armor, and as well as that, a little extra bread to make the journey a little bit easier. But if you just look around the village, there should be lots of villagers running about. And if you can get to the village at a time to where they'll be in their houses, I know this sounds a little cruel, but you can actually protect them by locking their houses. So that way, nothing will be able to kill them. And if you want to make anything using villagers in the future, whether it's an iron farm or trading hall or villager breeder, your villagers will be protected and in a spot where they'll be ready to do so. You see, and it's nice and easy to keep them in there, and they will never get killed by a zombie, unless, of course, they figure out how to fall off their balcony, which is incredibly unlikely. Once you find if you find a good cave near your base, or while you're adventuring for your base, you find a really good cave, or even ravine for that matter, go mining in it. Look at all the resources that you can find in this ravine. There are resources everywhere. There's copper, there's iron, there's coal. You have a bit of water and lava down here. And look, they lead out the cave systems that keep on going down. Look at this. Look at how deep we are. We're finding gold and all kinds of other resources. There's lapis, and you never know what you could find down here. There's redstone. Now we've seen it all except the diamonds. I mean, always go mining as soon as you can, unless of course there's a reason you can't go mining, like your server doesn't allow you to go mining with the side you chose. In that case, well, sorry, but if you can't go mining, go mining. Once you found your base, you're going to want to start strip mining to get yourself more of these things. Diamonds. They are very valuable, and you're going to want more of them. There's 2 good ways to strip mine. One of them is just the old-fashioned, where you dig 2 blocks along like this, and then eventually you might stumble across a cave or an ore vein. But it's kind of slow. So what you might want to do is, if you place something like that, and then a water bucket there, and then you go into this hole, you swim into it, you can pick your water bucket up, but you'll be in this 1 block tall area. So now you only have to mine 1 block to move a block. And look at that, we've already found a vein of redstone, and look, we found this cave, and I was mining for less time. Look, that's right where the other one was. So you see, it's very useful. And of course, you can always get back into it later. Ooh. But you also have to, but do be careful. But yes, strip mining is a very, very efficient way of getting diamonds. Geared up, you're going to want to have a good sustainable food source. My suggestion is what I like to call campfire fishing. So you catch a fish right next to a campfire, or in this case an enchanted book. That's actually pretty good. Why do I catch it here and not in my worlds? Anyway, but as I was saying, you're going to want to catch fish. When you catch 4 fish, you're going to want to turn to the campfire, and you're going to cook all 4 of them. And then you start fishing again. So then while you're fishing, your fish are cooking. And you can catch another fish. And then these fish will be all cooking at the same time on this campfire. The reason I'd suggest a campfire over a furnace is because, well, campfires are more fuel efficient. It takes one piece of coal to power a campfire, and it takes however many pieces of coal that you need per the 8 to smelt when you're doing a furnace. And then look, I just got the fish, and now I put the new ones on. So, and it's a cycle. And then as well, and so yeah, and you can gather large quantities of food anywhere you can, as long as you have a campfire and some water. Are conservative with your resources. If this is the islands that you were living on, you might not want to go ahead right away and build a giant wooden house. You might want to build something else to start out with, because running out of wood is never a fun thing, and when you're in a place like this with no ways to get wood in sight, it can be a real pain trying to pick up where you left off if you have to go out and do a long adventure to get a single piece of wood. If you don't think that you can take down the Enderman with your current gear, don't try it. That goes for any mob. If you're not well kitted out to fight a skeleton, don't fight the skeleton. But if you are in a position where you're going to be able to take out the Enderman, then if you want to take the risk, you can do it. But the last thing you want to be doing, especially if you journeyed far and wide to find this island, you don't want to have to die. No one likes dying, and it's especially annoying when you do it and there's no way that you could possibly survive because you got in a fight over your head. Make sure you know your limits as you possibly can. Make sure you get yourself linked up to the Nether, because it is very useful and you can get so many supplies there, and there are so many different ways to get a lot of different things that'll help you. In this case, we spawned in Soul Sand Valley. If we needed to do some farming, we can go there to get that to get those bone blocks, which we can use for bone meal. And best of all, we found a bastion right here that we can go raid and get some gold, or even better, do some trading with the piglins. But you might want to be careful with your gear. You don't want that to happen. Don't let that happen. But yes, and this once again goes to knowing your limits. If you're not ready to take on something, don't take it on. Oh, great. But anyway, go to the Nether as soon as you can. Whether you just hop in and hop out because you know you're not strong enough yet, that's okay. But don't get in but don't go into a bastion if you know you can't survive a bastion or anything like that. Alright, so now then we are moving on to the version exclusive tips. And the first version exclusive tip is going to be a version exclusive for Bedrock Edition. Woo! And I want you to tell me what's wrong with this screen right now. I'm going to use like a snake. If you don't know, well, let me just go ahead and give you a little tip. I'm just digging down. I wonder, can I start my strip mining yet? Will I find diamonds? I don't know. Let's go deeper. Yeah, I need to go deeper. Yeah. Let's go here. I see some gold. Wait, are we sure about this? Well. Oh wait. I think, yeah, we found some diamonds down here, but where's my level? So, how many blocks bedrock does this go? Yeah, we found diamonds though, so, yeah, it kind of works, I guess, but the coordinates are off. You have no idea where you are in the world, and that's a huge issue. Look, I was confused the whole time. I was supposed to be mining here. Like, what Y level am I on to get to my Y level 11 to go strip mining to get more of these? Always it's simple. When you're creating the world, scroll down, click show coordinates, scroll up, and you can go over here to press create when you're just creating the world. Or if you've forgotten to do it, just open up the settings menu, cut it on. It will help you so much in finding your way to places and knowing where to find more diamonds. Well, here's a little bonus. How many diamonds are in this vein? It's a 3 vein. Yeah, it's a 3 vein. Anyway, on to the next tip. This on Bedrock Edition, so you're just gonna have to listen to me. On Bedrock, we can only put a few things in our off-10, like arrows for some reason, shields, and maps. But on Java Edition, you can put anything you want in here. So that means you could have your food in your offhand, your torches in your offhand, or anything else that you want. And you could be holding your sword, for instance, and you could be eating bread, or you could be holding your pickaxe and placing torches. It's a really useful thing, and you need to take advantage of it if you're on Java Edition. And if you have Optifine as well, you can cut dynamic lighting on with the torches and be able to have light just coming out of your offhands, which is very, very useful. Well, that concludes this week's episode of week of 10 weekly tips and tricks for Minecraft. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.